Good evening, everyone. My name is Daniel Padilla. As always, I'm joined by my wonderful friend Matthew Peterson.
Of course.
Welcome everyone to 2020. It's a new year. It's a new decade. I hope you're all excited. I hope you're all happy. I hope you all had a great time with friends, family, loved ones. If you, for whatever reason, happen to be by yourself, I hope you were able to make that the best time as possible. And I hope you, bottom line, I hope you're all happy.
Way to rub it in, Daniel.
No, I mean, there's nothing wrong if you, for any, you know what I mean? It's nothing wrong. If for any reason people have to spend time alone, not necessarily because they don't have anyone to be with, but because, life works in weird ways and sometimes we just can't move or people can't move toward where we are,
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so I just hope everyone had a great time regardless. And I'm very happy to be here for sure with my friend Matthew Peterson recording this.
Yeah, 2020 sounds so futuristic, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
right.
Something about the double 20,
I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck happened in 2017, man. I just honestly have not caught up with the with the actual year that we're on. To me, I don't know. A lot of shit happened in 2017.
Sound like Harris.
Oh no, dude! Please do not compare me to that.
All right, I won't bring it up.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, Matthew Peterson. What's good with your life, dog?
I'm having a pretty chill day. I'm going to play a turn-based kind of civilization type game over email with Cameron, Miles, Trower, Mitchell.
What game did you settle for in the end?
So we got Age of Wonders 3.
I have no idea what that is. I don't think I've ever heard of any of Age of Wonders before.
It's basically civilization, but it's like a fantasy genre, so there's elves and whatever.
Cool. Yeah.
Instead of the combat being like Risk, where it's like all overworld.
Right.
When two armies meet, you go into like a XCOM thing where you control each unit individually. Which is pretty cool.
Sick. Okay, you can like take cover and whatever.
Yeah, and there's abilities and spells you can cast and everything.
That sounds sick, man. How old is that game? I've never heard of it.
Copyright was 2017, so I want to say very recent.
Yeah, nice. Have you ever played it before?
No, I was checking out the new one because I had never heard of the series until the new one came out.
Yeah.
The new one like revamped it into sci-fi. It's from 2014.
Okay. Yeah, it's still fairly recent.
Probably finished all the DLC in 2017 or something.
Right. Is anyone else on this? Like in on this?
No, I mean if you want to play with us, go ahead.
I will. I mean, I could. My computer should be back by now. I think if we're supposed to be already in 2020, I should have my computer with me already.
Okay, nice.
I guess as soon as I have my computer, I'll be able to join you guys. Yeah.
Actually, I was going to play some chess, and then whatever reason the app I use on my phone to play chess has not been functional.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Nice.
So I just had the urge to play something turn-based online.
Yeah. No, that game Wargroove that Cam and I were talking about a while ago. I don't remember. I couldn't find anything online because I did do a little bit of research today regarding this topic, but I can't remember. I couldn't find anything. I did see some video reviews on it, and I'm pretty sure, man. I just haven't been able to actually like corroborate it, but I'm pretty sure. Is that a word? Is that a word in English? Corroborate? Yeah. Okay. I was unable to corroborate this, but I'm pretty sure in some of the reviews that I read, they said that it would have that feature, right? That you'd be able to make a move, and then your friend or whatever would get a notification, and they'd have I don't know, like a day or whatever to make their move. It's not a deal that you have to like keep your game open while your match is going on or whatever.
If that feature was in it, I'd be interested in getting that.
Yeah, that's super hot, and I don't know, because I feel like that would be a thing that would get me interested in playing, right? Because that would give me something to play with Cam, and I think that's why I was so interested in it. I just can't quite remember if I'm lying or not. I want to say I'm not, but I don't know. You can't trust me, I guess. Dude, so, okay, this is weird, right? Because I wanted to talk about, like, Christmas plans and whatever, but, like, if this is the New Year's episode, then maybe this will be airing, like, past midnight, past Christmas, and, like, we're recording this before Christmas, so I don't know how to go about this, man. Should I just ask you what you're doing for Christmas, and then I don't know? Or,
okay, you can ask me what we're doing.
Wait, if that's...
I heard that.
Matthew, what are your plans for Christmas Eve, Christmas, the days after Christmas?
All right, here's the big scoop.
Shit.
I'm giving you some classified info, so nobody tell anyone.
Okay.
So basically, usually the standard procedure is that I go with my parents to my uncle and aunt's house, and they like host everyone for Christmas, and it's like a big family meetup or whatever,
Is this in Connecticut?
Yeah, they live in Connecticut.
Okay, cool.
But this year, their daughter, my cousin,
Yeah.
has been like mandated to go to correctional.
What the
It's
hell?
like not juvie, but it's like a boot camp in Utah.
Oh shit, dude! And they've been like required to do this by like some sort
Yeah,
of
basically,
legal.
the school board was saying that, you know, if you don't do
God.
this, you're gonna be truant and we will prosecute you like as a
Damn,
minor and you
dog.
go to juvie or whatever, you
Yeah.
know. So
Okay.
she had to go to Utah because she wasn't going in her classes. So now she's in
Damn.
Utah, and you camp in the woods and you like cook food on campfires and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
But they're going to Utah, and they're gonna be like in a hotel to see her for Christmas, you know. So we can't
Okay.
like physically see them or go to their house, so we have to
Right.
go to a different relative's house. So it's gonna be
Oh shit.
a unique
It'll be
meetup for
different.
the year.
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
But I assume pretty much the standard thing will happen, you know, eat some lunch and then they start making dinner and we have like some snacks and then leave before and have dinner at our house.
So it'll be the same vibe. It'll probably just be at like a different setting.
Yeah, probably.
And this is for you. This is Christmas Eve or this is Christmas Day?
This is Christmas Day.
Okay, interesting. Because so for us, the big party, like the big celebration day, is mostly Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day is just everyone wakes up late because everyone stays up late, most usually drinking, and then we just have like leftovers because everyone has, you know, most everyone will have like leftover chicken or leftover pork and stuff, like a lot of leftover food. So, you know, we would usually either go to some other relative's house to eat leftovers, or we'll have relatives or family friends come over to have leftovers. That's our Christmas Day. So I guess
interesting.
What I meant to say is that like the day that we like actually like celebrate and meet up with family and stuff like that for like the big celebration is usually Christmas Eve. Like the big deal is when it hits midnight, right? That's when everyone like.
So it's like New Year's.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah. Except Christmas Eve is tends to be like a little bit more of a family thing, you know. For New Year's, for New Year's, it's a little bit. It still could be like a more family thing, but like it's not unusual for people to just kind of like go out and do their own thing for New Year's.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Cool.
I will also be taking a rental car, which is going to be weird.
Okay, is this far?
No, it's not. Like, it's a little farther, but no, my mom was driving back from something and like she's fine, but someone hit the bumper of her car and fell off. So
dude, damn.
It's being taken to the shop over Christmas, basically.
That's upsetting.
So we just have a rental, but I mean, it's covered by insurance. It's like $6 a day for the rental car, which is
okay. That's not
bad considering. Yeah,
you just have to make sure that your mom is over 25, I guess, or someone is over 25.
I was actually thinking about that. I was wondering, like, let's say I have a job and I'm under 25, and someone like hits me, and it's totally their fault, and I can't get to work. Like,
right?
What do I do?
Would you be able to get a rental car in that case? Yeah,
exactly.
Damn, shit, dude. Matthew, did you write a letter to Santa, dog?
No, I actually sent an email this year.
You sent an email.
I figured it would be more
expedite,
concise. Yeah, just more efficient.
I did not know you could do that. What's the address? Is this something you can share? Because I don't think I've heard.
Yeah. Let me just Google it. Santa.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Email. It's just a website, and then I guess it does it for you. Email your letter to Santa.com.
Oh, nice.
So I guess they want to keep the @ private, right?
Okay, yeah. Is it prying too much if I ask you what was in that letter? Was it like a present's wish list, or was it just like you greeting Santa and wishing him like a good day or something?
Oh, it was formal in the second way a little, but it was also a list of demands.
Okay,
but I don't want to. I don't want to overshare, so we'll just compare notes on what did and didn't come true next episode, I guess.
Nice. That's good. But you have been a good kid, though.
Of course. I wonder if you're writing a letter. If I didn't, there'd be no point.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. There's some kids out there who I don't know, are not conscious enough to like actually tell if they've been good or not. They just are entitled and they just would write a letter anyway.
That's true, but then why'd you ask me?
I don't know, because you're older, I guess, and you would be conscious of being a good boy or not.
Okay, I guess so.
Did you even take like philosophy class when you were at college? Wouldn't you like have developed, a sense of morality? You were required.
I was required to take one.
Okay. Did you do any moral stuff with that class?
No, it was so it was more about like what it means to be and in the universe.
Shit, it's okay. Okay, damn. Yeah, that's a topic for another episode, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
An episode where we're feeling a little bit more existential.
Or perhaps when a special certain someone joins us.
Oh, right. The philosophy guy, right?
Yeah, the one you scared away by being late.
Yeah, it makes total sense. Yeah, by the way, we're supposed to have a special guest tonight, but at the time of the recording, it is Christmas Eve. People are traveling, so some people want to see other people before they leave and whatever. So unfortunately, I went to see an aunt today. We had some very nice pork sandwiches. No,
sorry, that's just really.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's not unfortunate that we went to see her. We had some nice pork sandwiches. They were pretty good. I like pork a lot. It's unfortunate that we were perhaps a little bit. We stayed for a little longer than I had anticipated that we would. So I got home a little late, and we scared our special guest away with my tardiness because our friend is very punctual. Contractually, we were supposed to. If we didn't start at the time that was agreed upon on the contract, then he was in all of his right to just bail out. So that's totally fine.
Absolutely. I don't blame him.
No, it's fine because otherwise we'd have to pay a shitload of money, which we don't have because we haven't gotten sponsored yet with
not monetized at all.
Right.
Anyways, I have an update on our ongoing saga of Alan Quartermain viewings.
Oh, sweet.
I'd like to hear a little more about it.
Absolutely, dog.
Okay, so first, I've seen the third one, and it does not feature Sean Connery.
Okay, 1 second. So you've seen the third one, but have you seen all three?
Yes.
Okay.
None of them feature Sean Connery.
They don't? Really? Okay. Are you certain?
Here's the kicker. So I thought that he was going to be in one of them, too. There's another movie, which is called The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah. I love that movie. It's pretty bad, but I love it.
Alan Quartermain, played by Sean Connery, so you should so you should be familiar with it.
You're right. I forgot that was the character that he was playing. I have the book right here, the first one. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere on my desk where I'm sitting at.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just dig. I found it. I just have to dig it. Okay, yeah. I have the first one, and I just don't remember if Alan Quartermain is the actual main character. Okay, so it says here. I read this a long time. I read this when I was a freshman at college, and I used it for my Gothic literature final project. Victorian era draws to a close and the 20th century approaches. It is a time of great change and an age of stagnation, a period of chaste order and ignoble chaos. It is an area in need of champions. Alan Quartermain, hell yeah, look at that. I forgot that he was the main. So is this a book? I guess this must be a book then, Alan Quartermain. Damn.
It was originally like a series of stories, and I guess turned into a book or something.
Right. Okay, so it's Alan Quartermain's Captain Nemo. It's Holly Griffin, who I don't remember where they come from. Dr. Jekyll, and of course Mr. Hyde, and Mina Murray, whom I don't remember either.
No.
They're recruited by the enigmatic Campion Bond under the orders of the mysterious M, which sounds very James Bond, but I don't think James Bond is certainly not Victorian. So maybe James Bond, the book, took cues from this shit or something. I don't know.
It's probably Moriarty.
Oh, right. You're right. That's exactly what it is. You're right. That's Moriarty is a dude from
Holmes,
the detective guy, right? Yeah. No, you're right. I don't remember the twist in the book, but I guess spoiler alert for like a fucking 50-year-old movie. But Moriarty in the at the end of the movie, I think that's the twist. Like M is Moriarty, and then he's the villain. I could totally be lying to you. I could totally be mixing it up with like the actual Sherlock Holmes movie with fucking Robert Downey Jr.
Okay. Well, even if that is a spoiler, I mean, I just identified the twist from hearing like 30 seconds from the back of the book, so it's obviously not that good a twist.
Right. Yeah. Okay, sorry, we went on a tangent. Did you have any other commentary to make on Alan Quartermain?
I just wanted to inform you what was happening with Sean Connery, but I do want to talk about the third movie as well.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
So previously I said the second movie's not that good and it's boring.
Right.
I had no idea.
That's the first one that you watched, yeah.
I had no idea, it was that the third movie could surpass it
in terms of
those categories.
Shitty? No way, dude.
Yeah, it's horrendous. I've never watched a movie that felt more like a scam. Like it just felt like a Kickstarter scam. Like they just took all this money and then like composed what could legally be defined as a movie and left.
No
you know
way.
What I mean? It's all filler. There's literally nothing happens. It's called
really
Alan Quartermain in the Temple of Skulls.
Isn't that what the last Indiana movie is called? Indiana Jones movie is called?
No, that's the Crystal Skulls.
Oh, right.
But
never mind.
You're right, because this was made in response to the Crystal Skulls as a straight to DVD cash-in. Which is why it's so horribly unwatchable. His son is in student loans debt, and he has to go find a treasure.
To like afford it or whatever.
Yeah, but the movie starts with him selling the treasure map to the Nazis, and then these people show up and are like, "Hey, we'll hire you instead. Don't help the Nazis." And Alan Quartermain's like, "I guess, whatever." Yeah. And then they just walk for an hour, like a straight up hour. It takes so long for them to get the movie's an hour and 34 minutes, and they do not get to this Cave of Skulls until an hour and 20 minutes.
Damn,
and they get to the Cave of Skulls, and there's zero traps. There's like nothing in it. It's not even a catacomb. There's just like some skulls scattered on the ground.
Around. Yeah.
I mean, he goes and he shoots the bad guy, and there's some stock. I've never seen a movie that could have been like 10 minutes long and been the same movie.
Sorry, nothing would have really changed.
The only positive thing I can say is that now I think the second one is like way better than I thought when I first watched it. Yeah.
Damn, dog. But wait, so this was made in response to the Crystal Skulls. This must have been sometime after 2007.
I think it's 2008-ish.
Yeah, shit, dude. Damn, I didn't know they were making Alan Quarterman movies as of this fucking millennium.
I think there's not going to be any more after this disaster.
Garbage. Yeah, shit. Let's see how well this did. I'm curious. Okay, so Alan Quartermain and the Temple of Skulls box office.
I mean, it didn't play in theaters
or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I okay, revenue maybe. I'm just curious as if there's any like way to if it's ever been disclosed how much money this movie made.
Okay, I'm sure they wouldn't want to.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Oh, it is The Asylum. The Asylum is that weird fucking company that makes rip-offs of all the blockbusters.
Oh, really?
Do you not know about this?
Yeah, are they the ones who make like
the Transmorphers and all that shit?
Oh, yeah. It was bad.
Okay, that's funny though because the first Alan Quarterman movies are made by like actual MGM, I think.
Yeah,
from what I've seen, it's interesting.
Yeah,
it's interesting how because MGM is it used to be a pretty big studio, I think, or like distributor.
Aren't they
or whatever
still?
you want to call it. Right. I guess they would be still. As far as I know, they still are.
Yeah.
And it's just funny how like I guess a license like Alan Quarterman, who used to belong to MGM, is now.
Well, Alan Quarterman is actually probably.
You're right. Public domain, right? Cool. Anything else you want to add to that, dog?
No, that's pretty much my review of the trilogy. I'll probably check out the Sean Connery thing now just to like round out my experience of it.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that movie. I read the book. The book is pretty cool. It's an Alan Moore book. It's an Alan Moore comic book.
Oh, it's a comic book.
It's a comic book, yeah. The art style is sick, and I just think the concept of it is cool, right? I feel like it's a weird kind of take on the whole Justice League / Avengers thing, but except like instead of them being like fucking superheroes, it's just old literary figures, like old literary characters, which I think is I don't know. It's well, you're an English major, I'm a Spanish major. Like I don't know, I take interest in that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I thought the book was cool. I saw the movie a long time ago. Yeah, I don't think I saw it when it first came out on DVD because I rented it way back then, back when like DVD rental places were still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember loving it, man, because again, like to me, I don't know how old I was, maybe like 9 or 10 years old tops. And like, it was back then, it was still hard for me to like gauge what a good movie like entails. To me, it was just like a bunch of characters who were kind of like superheroes and they were like fighting evil and like, it's just cool. Right. I remember liking it back then. Apparently it's not very good. Like it doesn't have very many good reviews or anything. That's pretty average reviews, but
okay. I'm not expecting too much. I just hope it's like entertaining enough.
Right. I think it should be, man. I don't know. I feel like hopefully maybe just like seeing the random characters in it should be entertaining enough. Hopefully, I don't know. I'd be curious to catch it again too.
Like Sean Connery.
It should be right. Exactly. Sean Connery is fun, right? He's a cool actor. I don't remember who else is in it, but go in with an open mind. I think hopefully it's enjoyable. I'd be curious to check it out too. But maybe I'll wait for your review before I go and check it out.
All right, I'll let you know next week.
Yeah, excellent. So we've talked about Alan Quarterman. We've talked about a little bit of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah,
and we've talked about Christmas plans. Should we talk about? Well, I don't know if you have any plans yet, but should we talk about New Year's plans?
Yeah, I hadn't thought about any resolutions really hard, but I do have plans. On New Year's Eve day, I'm gonna see the new Star Wars movie.
Okay, cool. Is that it?
Dude, that's a huge event. This thing is like so divisive. I know, dude. I know what happens in it.
Yeah,
it may have gotten spoiled. I won't say what I heard.
Right.
But like this potential spoiler I heard is so like absurd that I doubt it's real. Everyone's saying so much shit about this movie. I kind of
You don't even know what
I don't know. It just seems like it's going to be a crazy experience. So I'm pretty excited for it now.
you've seen pretty much all the Star Wars movies, yeah?
Yeah, everything, but like
The TV shows
the
or whatever.
Christmas special.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And I've seen most of the Christmas special.
Yeah. Okay.
And I haven't watched Clone Wars. You're right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It'll be interesting to hear your take. I've never really kept up with any Star Wars, so I don't know if I could offer any substantial opinion on like its value regarding on like its value considering like Star Wars as a 30, 40-year-old franchise. Is it older than that?
Star Wars is sometimes in the 70s, I believe.
You're right. So it's at least like 40.
Yeah,
40 something years old. Damn, that's wild. No, but you're right, because I do have friends who are like, who are decent fans of Star Wars. Like they've seen pretty much everything Star Wars that has ever come out. Like at least like in terms of like motion pictures. Maybe they haven't like read the books or whatever or played most of the games, but like in terms of like movies and series, they've TV shows, they've kind of seen everything. And they like one of my friends told me it was okay, right? Like what he says is, I don't know, I just like Star Wars, and it felt like Star Wars. So like to me, it was decent. Like it was good.
About the
but
new
then
one?
again, yeah, the new one.
Okay.
But then I have another buddy. But on the other hand, this dude just came back from Brazil with a degree in screen studies. So I guess his take would just be entirely different. But he's also a big Star Wars guy, and I saw him last weekend, and he told me it was straight up garbage.
Yeah, I keep
Just
getting
like
so much like split feedback about it.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like I don't know, like I feel like I would go see it, but I wouldn't even know what to make of it anymore, right? Because everything's just so divisive, and I don't even know a lot about the franchise as it is.
I would say like you can, as long as you check out 7 and 8, you could go into it with a reasonable background, because there's not really too much, like you don't really need to know Chewbacca's origin story to get
right
the new ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did see 7 when it came out back in like 2017, I believe. But I haven't seen anything since. I didn't see 8. I didn't see Solo. I didn't see fucking the other one about the Death Star, whatever it's called. You don't know what that is? Is it not about Rogue One? Is that not about the Death Star?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. I didn't put together Rogue One.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Yeah, Rogue One was, yeah.
Right. I know Spencer fucking hates it.
I think Solo is worse than Rogue One, but we're getting off topic.
Right. Cool. So that's New Year's for you.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a big event that's coming up for me, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm traveling to New York on the 25th.
That's right, yeah.
And I'll be there with my buddies from high school. I saw my buddy who lives in New York. I saw him recently because he was here visiting family. He was here in Honduras visiting family. But my other buddy who's meeting up with us there, he's one of my best buddies in the world. He is currently in Chicago, and the last time I saw him was in 2017. He actually surprise visited me for my graduation, my grad school graduation back in 2017. That was a good time. I don't even know you and I were even like acquainted back then. Like I probably knew who you were.
That happened once.
Yeah. So that was cool. So it's been a while since I saw him, as it is, and he's one of like my best friends ever. But last time that the three of us were together, it was back in 2014 when we visited my friend who is in Chicago now. Back when he was in college, back in fucking what's it called, Urbana-Champaign in Illinois. We met up at his apartment because like his roommate had left for the summer and he was going to be around for the summer, so we just like hung out there.
Right.
So it's been a while, right? This was 2014. It's been a while since we've been together, and like it's a big deal because back when we were in high school, we used to do a lot of shit together. And I don't mean just like fucking around, but we used to like do a lot of productive stuff together, right? Like we had our jazz band that we competed in the national music festival things representing our high school. We did math club together. We did science club together. We did a lot of shit, right? We competed in a lot of like stuff representing our high school back when we were in high school. So I don't know. It's cool, right? We've done movies together. Like a lot of those movies that I showed you back at 7.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, those were so good.
Those are the dudes that I'll be
cool.
meeting up with. Yeah.
Yeah, I love all those.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. I don't know. We always find ways to. There's nothing planned. We don't have anything planned once we're in New York. I don't know. It's always a good time with them, regardless of what the fuck we're doing. Usually,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm arriving on the 25th, basically at midnight. So I'll basically be arriving on the 26th, if you will.
Okay.
My buddy from Chicago, he's leaving on the 30th, if I'm not mistaken. I'm guessing I'll stay in New York until the 1st. However, I know Spencer and Maddie were going to be in Boston on the 31st, so maybe I'll go and check them out there because it'd be nice to see them too. I don't really know, but I for sure know that I'll be in the Northeast, somewhere between Massachusetts and New York, until the first weekend of the new year.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have the opportunity to get up there and see you, but maybe, I don't know.
God fucking damn it, man! Dude, I'm here having a good time recording this episode, and you're here just letting me down, man.
Sometimes you just got to be the wet blanket.
Yeah, or the wet sock.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to be the wet sock.
No, you're right. There is a lot of people in New York, though. Fortunately, like a lot of people from college that I'd like to check out.
Right.
So yeah, dude, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm sure you won't be short on things to do.
No,
especially if you're looking to purchase a Switch there.
I was gonna. That's dude. Damn, you read my mind, because that was gonna be my actual the exact same thing that I was gonna say right after. Right. I was gonna say that I'm gonna look for my new Nintendo Switch. I have acquired Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. Fucking finally.
Oh, me too. Well, and I bought King of Cards.
Just King of Cards.
Yeah, because I had already played the other ones on DS, and I just wanted to play it on Switch.
So have you played it yet?
Only a little bit, but I am really enjoying it. I think it's super cool. The whole card game system, and just the way he moves, it's so strange.
Nice. Yeah, I'm super excited. We talked about this on the episode with Mr. Kyle Massey, how big an impact Shovel Knight had on me. Unfortunately, I'd only played it in an unofficial copy of it.
Capacity,
So I felt bad, because this game is a huge thing, and the people behind it seem to have so much passion for it, and I certainly have a lot of passion for it. So I finally went ahead and bought it. It just sucks that I don't fucking have a Switch with me currently, so I can't play it. I won't be able to play it while I'm flying or anything.
If only you had Stadia.
Yeah, fucking Stadia.
I don't think it has Shovel Knight.
No, probably not. What does it have? Like fucking.
It has Red Dead Redemption 2, and I can't think of anything else.
Right.
It has all the Lara Croft Tomb Raider remakes.
Whatever. I don't know. I'm sure they're different games in their own capacity, but like I don't know. I've played a lot of the Uncharted games, so I feel like kind of pointless for me to play like Lara Croft games, because they look pretty similar.
Maybe just crazy they have their own movie series of the games.
What games?
Of the new Lara Croft games are
really
movie now. Yeah, or it might not be out, but I definitely saw a trailer, and Spencer complained about it.
You're right. I remember I saw this recently. I don't know if you're right. I don't know if it came out yet, but I did see this. But it's funny because you're right, because they do have the the older ones, like the ones from like 2003 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's that chick? I forget who plays her. I forget her name.
Angelina Jolie.
God. Do you ever check those out?
No, I've seen like the promotional material, but I've never actually watched one.
And there's 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken. It got a fucking sequel.
Yeah.
I know I never saw any of them. I've never played any Lara. I played one Tomb Raider game, a weird isometric one that is kind of like a twin stick shooter. I don't know if you would know about this.
I'm very unknowledgeable. Yeah, that's a great word. I'm very ignorant on the topic.
On the Lara. Yeah, that's fair. My buddy, he downloaded it, and then we played it. It was a good time. It's a twin stick shooter, but it also has a lot of puzzle solving that involves 2 players, right? So like he had to like go on one side and do some bullshit while I went to the other side and do some other bullshit.
Right,
we had to think of the solutions together. And it was a good time. We didn't play a lot of it. Like we didn't beat it together, but I would give it another shot. I don't remember what it's called though.
Oh, here's a crazy fact, man. You might already know this. So obviously Street Fighter 2 has like 1 million editions. It was super popular and influential on fighting games. Street Fighter 2 has a movie.
Yeah, which it has a cartoon movie, right? Like an anime movie.
It had an animated series, but there's a live action Street Fighter film with several more that came after it.
Live action.
You know what I'm talking about.
Unsure. I mean, I don't really know where you're going with this.
So then they make a game called Street Fighter 2 the movie. And they digitize the live action actors, and it's just the same as Street Fighter 2, but the graphics are like weird because instead of M. Bison, it's like the actor who played M. Bison, and it's just like what?
It's the dude. It's
odd, isn't it?
It's the dude from the Addams Family, whatever his name is, I forget.
But isn't that such an odd?
Yeah, dog. Like why?
Just like It couldn't.
Street
I
Fighter,
can't imagine that it sold that many copies.
the actual Street Fighter 2 was probably already really hot back when that game was made.
Exactly, and there were already so many amazing versions of it.
Fucking Raul Julia is who it is. Raul Julia plays M. Bison, and then fucking legendary martial artist Jean-Claude Van Damme plays Guile.
Right? Yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme's in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just always strikes me as so crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's weird. You're right. That's something that I don't often think about, but then it'll pop into my brain, or maybe you'll talk about it in the way you're talking about it now, and I'll be like, wow.
Yeah.
I'll just be fucking blown away, man. The fucking Dragon Ball Z movie with that white kid has a video game too.
No way.
Yeah, dude. I promise
That's
you.
crazy.
I think it was released for the PSP, and I don't remember if the graphics are weirdly digitized or something like that. I don't remember, but I can guarantee you this is a fact. Are you looking it up? Should I look it up? Dragon Ball Evolution game. It's for the PSP. Yeah, it's definitely here. It's garbage. Why would they do this? Who would play this shit? I mean, I'm actually not sure if the game is bad. It's just unfortunate that it's based on an awful fucking movie. Okay, yeah, it has terrible reviews from what I can gather.
Okay, I mean, why would it be good?
You should try it out, man. You have a PSP.
Honestly, I'm not into it. I don't know how balanced or competitive it is or whatever, but God, that Dragon Ball, the new Dragon Ball is so good.
Fighter Z or Fighters, whatever. I don't know.
Fighter Z or Fighters. It just looks straight up like the show. It's insane, dude. I can't believe they did such a beautiful job with it.
Do you know that it is actually modeled in 3D?
Yeah.
The models are actually. Have you seen? This is for a public service announcement for everyone. By everyone, I mean Cam. Fucking. There's this YouTube channel. I'm not sure if I've recommended it to you already. But it's called. I don't know if the channel, but the show. Is called. Fuck, I can't quite think of it off the top of my head. Let me look it up real quick.
Okay.
It's called New Frame Plus. New Frame Plus is what it's called.
Okay.
And
it's a graphics channel.
Not graphics per se, but animation.
Okay.
And one of the more recent episodes, the dude talks about not Dragon Ball Z, but Guilty Gear, if I'm not mistaken. And it's kind of like it's the same deal, right? Like the first games were sprite based, and they were very anime looking.
Mm-hmm.
And so Guilty Gear was the first game that this company, whatever company it is, I don't remember, did in that style, right? They the character models were all 3D. They're actually 3D, but they're animated in such a way that it looks like a fucking anime.
Mm-hmm.
You should check it out.
It's called, Guilty Gear is very anime.
Yeah, the channel is New Frame Plus, and I don't know, dude. It's so cool to learn about. They talk about not Shovel Knight. They talk about Hollow Knight, the Hollow Knight animation too, which is a really good episode.
Yeah, Hollow Knight looks really nice.
No. I recommend that to everyone because the host is charismatic and he knows what he's talking about because he's an actual animator, I believe. So yeah, it's a good time.
I have been playing a bit of Book of Mario 64 on my PSP, and I'm loving it, dude.
Is that what it's? That's the 64 one, yeah.
Yeah, so the 1,000-Year Door one came out first. It's a hack, or mod, whatever you want to call it, for Paper Mario 1,000-Year Door that Google translated the whole script for everyone, and then they hacked that text into the game in place of the real text.
No way, dude.
But it's very high effort. When a character, one of the party members you meet, instead of being named Coops, is named Carbon, but when you go to the party select, above his name it says Carbon, in the air. They're very it's very well done and high effort.
So you said this is a Google translation of what language?
Of a string of different languages, a telephone game.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how many they put it through, but the point was to mess it up. It's not like Vietnamese Crystal where this is a product you buy.
Okay. No, of course.
Yeah.
That's a cool fucking concept, though. I love that.
Yeah, so I was watching someone play through the 1,000-Year Door one, and it was just so funny. I wanted to play the Mario 64 one for myself.
Yeah, for sure. And you're loving it so far.
Yeah, it's so funny, especially if you've played the game before. You know?
How it changes, to see how it changes and everything.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is you might get stuck on a puzzle if you can't read what it says, you know what I mean?
Oh, sure.
None of the dialogue options make any sense.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
But Paper Mario is pretty simple. But yeah, shout out to Fat Guy 708, I think is his name. He made
Yeah.
it. It's Fat Guy and 3 numbers. I think it's 708.
It's funny how a lot of swear words get filtered into that translation.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
I assume it's because like even though if they're like dang and then you translate it enough, it'll just become damn. You know what I mean?
Right. No, it's good, man. That's clever. I gotta say, it's clever. I love that.
It's a really fun project.
Matthew has been sending me a lot of screenshots of this, and I find them thoroughly entertaining. And I can't imagine that playing the game would be just as, if not more, entertaining.
It probably helps if you played the game before, though. Just for,
right.
Comprehending what the items do and everything.
Right. Which
I don't know. Maybe you think that's fun if like you can't even figure out how to play the game.
Trying to figure out.
It'd definitely be an interesting experience.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, dog. Have you prepared a hot take for this week?
No, damn it.
I do have one, which is I have the one that I shared with you earlier.
Which one is that?
The Baby Yoda, which would have made a lot more sense to talk about.
Oh, well, you already said that.
Did I?
Yeah.
On the pod?
Yeah, that's in. I could cut it out if you want, but yeah, it's in the episode I was editing today.
Okay, yeah, I forgot that I had already talked about that. You know, it's the holiday spirit. I guess I'm not having a lot of like hateful thoughts towards anything, so I'm not really like very hot takey currently.
There's something
I could have like
something comes into my mind. I'll tell you. Oh, here's something that's happened. My bike lock is busted.
Oh shit! Okay,
but in the worst way possible. So it's a combination lock.
Yeah,
but it's not like a padlock. It's like a tube. It's like a tube of something that's meant to not be cut through, and it has a combination lock in the middle.
Right.
And I know the code. I wrote it down when I set it even. So if I ever forgot it, dude. I could be like, make sure I'm not just misremembering, and I'm not misremembering. I know the code. The code no longer opens the lock. Which is a problem because it's currently wrapped around the handlebars.
So no way, dude.
So I can write it. It's fine. Like I can manage. It's just I don't know how to ever get it off because it's like made to not be cut through because it's a bike lock and there's no like manufacturer reset. I checked. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Dude, this is the stupidest fucking issue I've ever heard anyone have. Dude. Wow.
And I can't put my bike anywhere and leave it because I don't have a lock.
Isn't there like fucking customer service that you can call about this shit and like fucking sue them?
I don't know. The only instructions that came with this lock was like on the back of the cardboard it came in.
Yeah, don't lose the code.
It said that you could only set the code once and there's no way to undo it or open it without the code. So I think I'm just screwed.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone with a combination lock have this issue, dude.
I know, it's so stupid.
But you know what is weird, man? I don't know if you ever had this experience, but like it certainly happened to me where like I'm trying to, it's fucking 20th century, whatever. We're almost on a new decade. We're almost on the 2020s. And so, of course, me, like everyone else, I have most of my passwords saved onto my computer and onto my phone, right? But sometimes I have to log into one of my whatever profiles from like another device where my passwords aren't saved. And so my password doesn't, like, I don't remember my password, right? Because I never input it. Everything's all just automatic when I'm using my own devices.
Yes, exactly.
So I try the password that I think is right. Naturally, it doesn't work. I try a couple of other passwords and then it doesn't fucking work. So I go to like reset password. I'll do the instructions. And then when I'm about to like input the new password, it'll tell me you can't use your current password. And I'm like, how? If I'm using my current password, then why did it not work while I was trying to fucking log in?
I think that you have touched upon one of the great mysteries in human life because this has happened to me multiple times.
Yeah,
and
right.
I've definitely heard this from other people before. I assume it's just a human error, but like, God, what a world.
Yeah, dude. It's one of those things. There's another thing that has always puzzled me. If we're talking about, physical human perception fucking type mystery. It used to happen to me very often. And this could just be me, right? I haven't actually had this conversation with anyone, I don't think, before. So it could just be me. But while I was in high school, man, it very often happened to me that like, my pen was like on my desk. And then, I don't know, I would like push it over by mistake when I was not using it. And then it would fall to the ground. And as soon as it hit the ground, it just disappeared, dude.
Yeah.
Honest to God, like there's nothing on the floor, right? There's no carpet, there's no like garbage
Right.
around the floor, there's no bags because everyone's bags is just like on the chair or whatever, and then just my pen would just be fucking gone, man. As soon as it hits the floor, I'll just lose track of it.
There's a pretty good Ren and Stimpy episode about this where they go to the dimension where all missing left socks go.
Really?
It's just like a planet full of left socks with wormholes going into it.
God, yeah, that's a
Maybe
good
you
one.
got Mandela.
Yeah, it was weird.
You transferred into a parallel timeline where the pen was never on your desk.
Holy shit, I never even thought about that, but I guess I'm no physicist, so as far as I know, that could actually be what's going on. Our physicist friend is not around for this episode. Maybe we can ask him on the next episode.
We know a lot of physicists, actually. We should get them all together and have a debate.
Oh, shit, dude. Yeah. You're right. Cam is a physicist too, isn't he? Or is he mad?
I didn't even know who you meant by physicist friend because we know like 4 or 5 physicists.
You're right. 2 of which have already been on the show. So
yeah,
I guess whenever we have either of them, or if we get them all together, we can.
That'd be a mess.
That'll be a mess, and I guess we can
No,
actually.
I'd enjoy it though.
No, yeah, we can actually hit the gram to like all of our fucking 40 followers to like submit their physics questions.
Exactly.
If they want them answered. That could be hot.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, cool. I don't know what you
what else?
Is there anything else that you want to touch upon, dog?
I can't think of anything else right now.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe we should do like a cold take.
Cold take. I don't
Just
know
like
about
something really bland and uncontroversial.
Okay, here's my cold take. I have a fan next to me that I have on, even though it's like 65 degrees Celsius out there, which is pretty nice. But my fan is on because I just like it.
That's not an opinion. I guess liking your fan is an opinion.
It's just well, I guess, yeah. I don't know. I guess it's just a fact. You're right.
Okay, here's mine. I'll give you a better example. Okay. I like everything bagels.
Is that it?
You walk into a store, they're like, hey, we have everything but everything because everyone who comes in at 9 a.m. drains the entire supply of everything bagels, right? And then all the like cinnamon, jalapeno with cheese, I'd say is also pretty good. Those don't go as fast. But, the onion poppy seed bagels are always left over at the end of the day, whatever.
Yeah. Dude, the jalapeno cheddar is objectively the hottest bagel flavor there is.
It's good, but if you're getting it from like Dunkin' Donuts or something, I'd rather just have everything because it's easier to make.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. You're right. I guess if you're going to like a specialty bagel place.
But that place in Worcester had a fantastic bagels. That had such good jalapeno cheddar. What was it called? Bagel Time?
Bagel Time. I missed that place. Like you have no idea, man. It used to be I don't know, back, the last year that I was in Worcester, I was like working, right? So like, I don't know, I felt like I was being an adult, and like part of what made me feel like an adult, like living my life as an adult, was, I was working all week, a shitty job. And then, on the Saturday morning, I would just wake up and I was like, you know what? I'm craving a fucking bagel time bagel. And because my sleep schedule was all fucked up because I had to wake up like at 5:15 every morning to go to work. So I would wake up really early on Saturday morning. So I wake up 7 latest usually, and then everyone around me would be asleep because everyone was still like in school, and all of your fucking sleep schedules were all over the place.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would just go by myself like at 7 in the morning, and it would be nice and cold outside. It would be cold, but like the sky would be blue, and I would drive my fucking 2007 Corolla that I love, and I would just go and get myself a nice bagel, man. And that, I don't know, it's cool, right?
And at 7 a.m. they must be super fresh, and they'll have everything.
Yeah, it was super hot, and I would get my, a nice chalky milk to go with it. I missed that. I missed doing that shit. Bagel Time was a good place. I like going there with people too. I don't know, overall good time.
Amanda and I would stop by there a lot after hiking, so probably like once every couple of weeks.
Yeah,
and it was just like a nice thing to do after exercising so much,
after walking,
sit and have cream cheese.
I gotta say, though, I do have a fundamental issue with everything bagels being called everything bagels, because they don't
have everything.
Yeah. Then like, why isn't Supreme Pizza called everything pizza? Because it has a lot of shit on it, but like, you know what I mean? Why are the bagels the only like food item that get to be called everything when they don't?
Yeah,
when it's just like a handful of shit on them.
It's usually like if you're getting a hot dog or something, you call it the works, right? Not everything.
Is that right? I don't think I'd ever heard that
Oh
before.
yeah, that's what you say in America.
Okay, what do you call it again?
If you want like everything they offer that's normal, you just say, "Give me the works."
The works. Okay, cool. I love that.
But yeah, it's not called an everything hot dog. You're right.
Dude, let's fucking start a change.org.
.org.
Let's fucking start a campaign, dog.
Let's do it.
To get everything bagels renamed.
I'll write it down. I'll leave a link in the description for anyone who wants to come sign our petition.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you, dude. Yeah. I don't know. I guess Matthew, what do we learn today, dude?
Besides the fact that we obviously need to rename everything bagels ASAP because you're right, it's a complete sham.
It's a complete fucking misinformative name.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we learned we have to just appreciate the holidays and our time with our friends and family. Reflect on that we're entering a new decade, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's 2020 already.
Damn, dude. I like that. That was very insightful. Cool. Do you have any closing remarks, man?
Definitely, if you have any interest at all, I would definitely recommend checking out the Paper Mario stuff, either the Book of Mario Thousands of Doors or Book of Mario 64. They're excellent hacks. They're really great and they're super fun. Or just check out a video.
Yeah, like a
playthrough because those are really funny. Strider 7X has a good one.
Cool. So okay, before we go, I forgot what I was gonna say, dude. Okay, here it is. What's the status on your Contra 3 video, dog?
Oh, I mean, it's just sitting on my hard drive still. When you change the resolution of something? Yeah, the aspect ratio is still not scaled to 4:3 correctly.
Okay.
And I've done that before for the Castlevania thing. I just forget how I did it, and I haven't thought or bothered to do it and figure it out again. Okay. It's not a very good video, but I will upload it at some point because it is funny.
Can we at least get a timeline, man? I need to know. I need to at least have an idea of when this shit's coming out by.
Okay, I'll definitely do it by the time this is up. How's that?
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
It's basically just me. I was trying to play Contra 3 and record it, and then I realized I was far too incapacitated to get anywhere. So I just pretended I was doing a speedrun category.
Yeah.
And I beat the first boss and then call time and the video ends.
Nice, man. That's good. I like that. Cool. Well, it's good to know. It's good to know that this project is moving forward.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess without further ado, or there's nothing else that we want to touch upon, I guess just to remind just to remind Cam to tune in next week when we'll be talking about Matthew's weird wart that's been growing on his lower back.
Oh right, I forgot this on the schedule here. We're also going to be talking about projection, the scientific method of displaying an image on a wall. So stay tuned.
I love that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, all right, we'll catch you later.
Matthew Peterson, it was a wonderful time, man.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Yeah. I hope everyone is happy.